This is the Hammer Down Racing Report. And now your hosts, Scott Hammer and Ron Miller.
Welcome, race fans, to the Hammer Down Racing Report, show number 429 for Thursday, the 28th of May. Scott Hammer, Ron Miller coming at you live on Facebook.
We need to apologize. You were 4 seconds late on the intro, Scott.
YouTube, Twitch, the Dominator
Gotta do
Race
better.
Products Studio. I do apologize.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not going to get into drag racing then. I don't have that quick reaction time. Tonight on the show, we'll be speaking with at least Beth, possibly Matt, owners of Millstream Speedway. See what's planned for this year.
Big plans, hopefully.
The schedule's a little thinner this year than
yeah.
it was last year, but they're going to get things going here in a couple weeks, actually, with the Ohio Sprint Speedweek's show.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. So that's coming up in a few weeks. So we'll talk to them, find out what's new, what's going on there. Also, we'll be giving away some Corner Slice pizza, a large 2-item pizza. Corner Slice out there in Clyde, Ohio. For how many other things going on here. We got the Hammer Down Showdown coming up on the 26th. That's the Fremont Dirt Trucks versus the Oakshade Superstocks at Oakshade Raceway, September 26th. Sponsored by Auto X, Speedy Graphics, Ron Miller Race Cars, and Ohio Sports Blitz, and
many, many more.
According to Ron, he's putting up how much? $3 million for the purse?
$200.
$200 going right into the purse for that.
Placement to be decided.
So, yeah, that purse is still building. If you'd like to contribute to it and get your name attached to that show, minimum is $50, but, you know, 100, 200, right. 500, 1,000.
It could be an individual. It could be a business. And if it's a business,
anybody, yeah.
If it's a business, we would expect a little more than $50, but don't want to seem greedy.
Get a hold of myself or Ron. You can send us a message on Facebook or call the Hammer Down hotline, 419-318-3081, if you're interested in becoming a sponsor of that show. Also coming up, join us at the Fremont Speedway Hall of Fame coming up just shy of a month now on the 25th of June. We'll be doing a live show out there. I believe it's totally free, so you can come out, hang out with us, check out the museum. Should be open because we're going to be in the museum, so
they can't get us in there and lock the doors.
Yeah, that would kind of suck. So, again, that's the 25th, Thursday night there of June. Also, put in hashtag Speedy in the comments of our Facebook Live, just like that, or the YouTube Live or on Twitch, and get yourself registered to win a Hammer Down Racing Report window sticker, courtesy of Speedy Graphics. We'll be doing that drawing at the end of the show. So your chance to get one of those. If you got a race car, you can slap it on your car, become part of the Hammer Down Army, which is growing in enlistments every day. And one other tidbit here, Apple Podcasts. According to podstatus.com, we have some rankings. I don't normally check these things. Every once in a while I get like an email emailed to us.
Congratulations.
I mean, these aren't mind-blowing or anything, but the fact that we charted.
You've made the top 10,000.
We did. We are, and it's weird because it's Canada, U.S., India, and United Kingdom. In Canada, we're doing the best in Canada, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, in the automotive category. These are all the automotive category on Apple Podcasts. We're in position 124 in Canada.
Which is pretty darn good.
I'll take it, yeah. In the United States, we're at 156. In India, we're hot in India. Number 170 there.
Ooh.
And United Kingdom is 171. So
they must not chart our friends in Australia.
I guess not. Three English speaking. Maybe it's by vicinity, and these are the closest, so they're going with that. Do you need car parts, repairs, or a full-on build, whether it's a race car, a classic cruiser, or just a broken bolt that won't budge? Ron Miller Race Cars in Lambertville, Michigan has the tools, talent, and experience to get you back on track. Over 200 years of experience, give or take a few. Right? Just a few?
Yeah.
Ron's crew.
Slightly less than 200, but...
Ron's crew can handle it all. Body work, transmission, chassis repair, custom build, safety gear, performance parts. Give Ron a call, 734-856-7223, and see why racers and car lovers alike trust Ron Miller Race Cars, driven by experience, built for performance. And if you're looking for a wedding or event DJ that you can trust.
Don't go to Ron Miller Race Cars.
For wedding or event DJs?
Correct.
Go to Magic Moment instead for that.
Yes.
Don't go to Magic Moment for
race car parts.
There you go. He might have some. He did in the last letter. I think he said he's on his way to his new race car build that he's working on.
Ooh.
He's got 3 lug nuts.
Really?
Yeah.
We can help.
He started. I'm sure you can. With decades of experience, Ron Burt delivers smooth planning, professional grade sound and lighting, and an unforgettable experience for your big day. Mention the Hammer Down Racing Report, and you'll save $100 off your DJ service. There's no hidden fees, no mileage charges, no lighting fees. He has full liability coverage, always included, serving Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, and Kentucky. Magic Moment is ready to make your event truly magical. Call 419-594-2261 or find them on Facebook under Magic Moment Entertainment or Ohio Sports Blitz. It's all the same guy. It's crazy. Also got to thank Oakshade Raceway, Dominator Race Products, Ron Miller Race Cars, and Speedy Graphics coming on board as a sponsor of the show tonight. Should we talk about what happened or what did not happen last week before we...
there was a lot that didn't happen, but there was a little bit. That was, yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Racing Roundup.
So from the list of things that did not happen, Attica, Lima Land, Oakshade, Butler, Fremont, Wayne County. Wayne County canceling both Saturday and Sunday. So a lot not happening. But there was some action. Actually, Toledo Speedway got Friday night's action in with the figure 8 bus figure. I didn't get the winner of the bus figure 8. I blame producer Dave. But I did get the winner. Michael Young won another late model sportsman. Josh Bunning won the factory stocks from Friday night. Flat Rock, it was supposed to be the Joy Fair 100. That has been postponed to June 6th.
Which isn't that far away now.
You're right. That's, a week from Saturday.
Yeah.
So push back a couple weeks there. Napa Auto Parts All-Star Circuit of Champions, they were rained out at Mercer Raceway on Saturday. The Valvoline American Late Model Ironman Series, they got Friday night in at I-96. Tyler Erb getting the win up there. Our guest last week, Rusty, I believe, finished third in that. Sunday, Crystal Motor Speedway was canceled due to the weather for the Valvoline American Late Model Ironman Series. Great Lakes Super Sprints Saturday at Crystal Motor Speedway. Yep, that was canceled too.
Yep.
Great Lakes Traditional Sprints Friday night. They got... Friday seemed to be the pick night of this past weekend. Hartford Speedway, Noah Whitehouse getting the win up there at Hartford. Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, the 34th annual Show Me 100 weekend at Lucas Oil Speedway. Josh Rice getting the win last Thursday night. Jonathan Davenport on Friday and Sunday. Bobby Pierce, Saturday got postponed to Sunday there. Bobby Pierce won. From the 20th starting, he got to transfer in through a B main, came from 20th, and won that race. Garrett Alberson on Friday night had a pretty credit. Did you see that?
I did.
You want to see it again?
I do.
Check this out. This was
was
explain to me exactly what happened, because he didn't hit a bump. He didn't hit another car. He just drove it in, and it was the track too tacky?
Scott, this is what we've been talking about.
Or is this an arrow thing? Well, let's watch it, and then let's talk about it.
Where the cars are really rolled up.
All right, let's talk.
Down the front straightaway and gets off into the corner, and that car, it didn't even really, it just biked, and then it took off onto the right front. Those are some hard impacts. Those, just glad to see Garrett get out of that race car. Just a terrifying situation there.
So explain to me what...
Scott, the cars
it looked like a toy. Just
the cars
got tossed
are rolled
in the corner.
over so hard onto the right front, and it doesn't take much, obviously, for them to take off. And that's what we've been talking about.
So is it a weight distribution kind of thing where there's so much weight going toward that right side?
Well, and very soft springs and shocks that tend to help the car roll onto the right front and hike up on the left rear.
And a tacky track.
A lot. And anywhere that was racing this weekend had tacky tracks.
There was did you watch World of Outlaws last night at Marion Center?
I did not.
I don't know if it was because the track was small, but it looked like they were flying. And the track wasn't super wet.
But the moisture was down in the track.
It was fast, yeah. But so is there any way to stop that kind of stuff?
Yeah, but
rules, but nobody wants that.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. And we've talked about that. You know, it's the racers that are writing the rules right now, not the sanctioning bodies.
Luckily, Garrett did have a backup car, and he did pretty well in his backup car. I guess the crowd cheered for him, too, which was pretty cool. World of Outlaw, NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series action. Thursday's High V Perks 40 at Jacksonville Speedway, won by Carson Macedo. Saturday's Stars and Stripes Salute at Knoxville Raceway. Aaron Reitzel, another win for him. And Monday at Huset's, Buddy Kofoid.
Yay, Buddy.
Yeah. Interstate Batteries High Limit Series action, the Bob Weichert Memorial at Port Royal Speedway, postponed until July 25th and 26th due to the weather this past weekend as well.
What a surprise.
And as we just mentioned, the World of Outlaw Late Model Series last night, the Connor Bobick Memorial at Marion Center Raceway, Bobby Pierce getting the win. That was a pretty exciting race, too. Had to hold off Hudson O'Neal toward the end there. IndyCar action. And only the biggest race of their year, the Indy 500. A pretty good race, too. I went for a walk. I was watching it on my phone, and we were in the woods at Oak Openings and kind of just watching it. I missed the end. I had to see that on replay.
Scott, that could have been...
There was a lot of lead changes.
That could have been the best Indy 500 I've ever watched.
How many have you watched of the 110?
A whole lot.
Have you watched more than half of them?
I'll bet.
Okay, that's fair. So, yeah, the Indianapolis 500, I don't know if I'd call that. That wasn't even a last corner pass. That was a last straightaway pass. Yep. Was it Felix Rosenquist getting the win there by 0.0233 seconds? The closest finish in Indy 500 history.
Yeah.
And
it was a pretty good post-race interview, too.
I didn't get to see that.
Yeah.
But, and 0.023 seconds at the speeds they're going, it was about like 4 feet or so.
Yeah.
3 or 4 feet. So, it could still be closer. But at the speeds those cars are going, the way their aerodynamics are, that's a pretty good finish.
It was a great race to watch.
Wasn't there a rain delay or something?
A little bit, yeah. Mid-race.
The Craftsman Truck Series, North Carolina Education Lottery 200 at Charlotte Motor Speedway on Friday. Well, actually, that was Sunday. It was postponed to Sunday morning. And I guess there was some controversy there, too, because they had it was a timed race because they had to finish so that Fox could, showcase the Indy 500. Yeah. So there was a little bit of some of the drivers I saw in the interviews were not thrilled with that being
shortened.
Yeah, the way the race was run with the clock. But Lane Riggs ended up winning that. Saturday, the O'Reilly Series Charbroil 300, Ross Chastain getting the win. And then the Cup Series Sunday, the Coca-Cola 600. Not running quite 600 miles. I don't remember how many exactly they finished, but rain came and ended that short. They were past halfway. Daniel Suarez getting the win there. And no Hammer Down Army results this week.
Oh, because nobody in this area...
Nobody ventured out to race anywhere, so yeah. Dittman Motorsports delivers the performance parts racers need when they need them. From the shop to the racetrack, they keep you moving with everything from complete motors and carburetors to race-ready cars and dirt trucks, backed by expert advice and proven high-quality components. Dittman Motorsports helps keep you competitive and chasing wins. Don't wait until race day to find the right parts or your next motor. Call 419-283-8580 or visit DittmanMotorsports.com. Dittman Motorsports, your trackside advantage. And whether it's a late model modified or street stock, every body part counts. That's why you should choose Dominator Race Products, the go-to source for hood scoops, ultimate body panels, wheel covers, nose and tail components, body fasteners, and more. All engineered tough for the track. Order online anytime at DominatorRaceProducts.com or call 419-923-6970. You can visit your local reputable race shop as well, such as Ron Miller Race Cars.
Yeah.
For quality parts that keep you dominating the field, trust Dominator Race Products. And I don't see Beth yet, and I did not shoot a reminder because she said she was putting in a timer, putting a alarm in for her.
Oh, okay.
But I do not see them joining us yet, so we may have to move forward here. And while I'm doing that, maybe we can do some racing news.
Okay.
Do you have an update on Kyle Busch? They announced the cause of death for that.
Yeah, I saw that.
All right, hold on. Let's do that.
Latest racing news.
Did you see the cause of death?
I did.
And it was?
Sepsis.
Yeah. And that was,
severe systemic infection.
is that what that stands for?
I don't have a clue what it stands for, but...
Okay. Yeah, they and I guess the death certificate said he had been suffering from a bacterial something or other, bacterial pneumonia or something like that for the couple of weeks. And you had mentioned the issues he was having at where was it? Watkins Glen when he was asking for the shot. So he'd been kind of suffering that for a few weeks and battling that, and then all of a sudden just took a turn. So and everybody was wondering what had happened to him because we thought it was a sinus infection.
Right. I made a couple of posts on the internet, Scott, about racers feeling that they're bulletproof, and we soldier through anything, and maybe we need to rethink that.
Is that what you think? Yeah. You don't think you're bulletproof?
I'm beginning to wonder.
Okay. I'll tell you what, I got Beth's number. How about we just give her a call?
All right.
We'll do that. Only warn her, though.
Hey, your phone's going to ring.
Yeah.
Oh, Beth.
I think I'm still hooked up here. We'll see if this makes a ringing noise.
Uh-oh.
She could be out working at the track, getting things ready for...
opening day.
Yeah, what is that, 2 weeks from Sunday?
Right.
Yeah, we haven't really heard much about what's
Thank you for
going
calling All Excavating and Demolition and Beth Cogley. Please leave a message and I'll return the call as soon as possible. Thank you and have a good day.
Is it going to beep? There it is. Beth, it's Scott Hammer, Ron Miller, Hammer Down Racer Report. We're looking for you.
Where are you?
Give us a call back at this number as soon as you can, or that link I sent you if you can connect with us. Thank you. All right. Well, hopefully that'll get through. Yeah. Maybe producer Dave has some contacts. You can get a hold of her. Right, Dave? He's shaking his head yes. Yes. No, shake your head yes. All right. Let's continue on with some news here until we hear back from them. That's what happens.
Scott, something that we should have talked about last week. Jim Franklin passed away, the founder of Franklin Racing Products, Quick Change Rear Ends. And I'm not sure that racing would be where it is today if it hadn't been for him inventing the quick change rear end. And now there's several companies making quick change rears, but pretty cool guy.
I know nothing of them. I know nothing. I know what a quick change rear end is, but I don't have one, so I don't know much about them or their history. So
they are the ones.
But he is an innovator of the sport.
Absolutely.
Okay. So he's the one that actually developed the quick change.
Yes.
And everybody else that has them is based off of his design then?
Yes.
Okay. How old was he when he passed away?
I don't know. Maybe producer Dave can help us there.
He's not shaking his head, so I don't know.
He's probably got us on mute.
Anyone else ever watch Hammer Down attending Mass? What?
At church.
We're at church? I don't know.
Well, okay.
I don't know what that means, Ohio Sports Blitz. So anyways.
You're my hero if you were.
The official release that came on Saturday on Kyle Busch's cause of death, quote, the medical evaluation provided to the Busch family concluded that severe pneumonia progressed into sepsis, resulting in rapid and overwhelming associated complications, the statement said. Also, and then it goes on to say, quote, the family asks for continued understanding and privacy during this difficult time, unquote. They did a pretty cool thing there at Charlotte this weekend for him.
That
the big number 8.
It was real impressive.
Yeah.
Did you see that they interviewed his wife a little bit? And
No, I missed that.
Brexton was...
I saw, wasn't it Larson's kid went up and hugged him or something?
Yep.
Yeah, I did see that. I'm bad tonight, this Ohio Sports Blitz says. Okay, then. Moving on. Dirt late model racer Carson Ferguson will return to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series on Friday at Nashville Super Speedway. Getting behind the wheel of the Colleague number 25 Ram 1500 as part of the Ram Free Agent Program. Ferguson turned heads in his Truck Series debut back in April 10th at Bristol, charging to a 21st place finish in his first race aboard an unfamiliar vehicle at a track he'd never seen before, race morning. So apparently race morning is the first time he ever saw Bristol. I'm assuming he's probably seen it on TV, though.
And probably played video games.
There you go. iRacing. The National Motorsports Appeals Panel upheld behavioral penalties against driver Ryan Preece, ruling after a race at Texas Motor Speedway. Ruling after a Wednesday appeals hearing to keep the original punishment intact for his actions in the NASCAR Cup Series race at Texas Motor Speedway. After hearing the testimony, the 3-member panel affirmed and upheld the original penalty assessed by NASCAR for Preece's rough driving as he competed for position with Ty Gibbs during the May 3rd race. In reaching the above decision, the panel provided the following explanation. Quote, although not a unanimous decision, NASCAR and RFK Racing presented competing interpretations of common data. Neither side clearly proved their point, but Mr. Preece's comments showed he chose not to cut his competitor any breaks.
Okay, now I've got some real problems with all of that, Scott.
Do you?
First of all, it was a three-person panel, and they admitted that it was not a unanimous decision. So
it was 2 to 1.
So 2 out of 3, yeah. Where does it say anything in the rule book that you've got to cut your competitor any slack? As far as I'm concerned,
I don't know what the comments were, so I mean...
Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb and call that a bullshit move, Scott. I really am.
Okay.
You're out there to win. That's not to make friends with your competitor.
So maybe he just shouldn't have said anything?
Maybe. But, yeah.
Prior to the wreck, Preece vented over his number 60 RFK Racing Team radio saying about Gibbs, what a expletive idiot that kid is. All right, when I get to that 54, I'm done with him. He later stated post-race that he, quote, was not going to cut him a break. So there's the break part, because the two have a history of problems.
Why do you have to cut somebody a break?
I'm guessing they probably went with the bleeping idiot part, and when he gets to the 54, he's done with him, and then he wrecked him, and that's probably the problem.
It didn't say he was going to wreck him. He just said he was done with him.
Well, I think it was as a whole. Those comments plus wrecking him.
I read the same thing you did, and I'm glad that one of the 3 people...
Let me ask you this, though. Had he not said anything on the radio and just went and wrecked him, do you think that there would have been the penalty? Because then you don't have that smoking gun.
I don't know. You and I both read what he said, and I don't know.
Maybe he should have hit his brakes.
I commend the one guy that disagreed.
I agree with you. You're not out there to cut people breaks, but...
Scott, you rub me, and I'm not going to dump you, but if you need a favor, you might not get it.
That's the old adage, I race you like you race me.
Exactly.
And and I mean, that's fair. I think that's totally fair. But
whatever
happened to the boys have at it attitude that they used to have?
I don't know.
Self-policing doesn't work.
I'll guarantee that every fight in the pits started on the racetrack. Whether it's at your local racetrack or whether it's at NASCAR and some pushing and shoving, I don't know.
Okay. This week in motorsports history from the Hammer Down File Vault on May 30th, 1965, Jim Clark won the Indy 500 in a rear-engine Lotus Ford. It was the first rear-engine car to truly dominate the 500, leading 190 of the 200 laps, which eventually led to the demise of front-engine Indy Roadsters.
Did you know that a diesel engine car raced at Indy?
No.
Okay.
I guess I never really thought about it, but
yeah.
Sure. I mean, what did they use in the 1930s? What kind of fuel did they have back then?
I'm sure it was gasoline, unless it was
leaded.
A diesel.
I'm sure it was probably leaded.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Did that mean, was there a lot of people that use diesel? What's
No,
wrong with you have a diesel engine?
I think it was sponsored by Cummins.
Okay. Also, this week in history, on May 31st, 1931, another Indianapolis 500 fact for you here. After years of writing mechanics and changing race formats during the 1920s, the 1931 Indy 500 marked the return to full 500-mile distance and standardized solo driver format. So I remember seeing mechanics writing like on the side of the cars during the race.
Making adjustments.
Now, did they pick them up or were they in the car with them the whole time?
Oh, yeah.
So that was
their job. They were
kind of like the rally racing with the navigator guy that's kind of doing the.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they do that in the boats too. Those boat things.
Yep.
So, that is your weekend motorsports history. Should we try calling Beth again? Let's give her another ring here. Maybe we'll get lucky. I should have sent a reminder, but she said she was putting it in her phone as a.
I am so sorry.
Oh, there you are.
I'll bet this is not a recording.
No, this is not.
I was expecting to get the voicemail. I was a little taken back there. Beth, is this a good time?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Hey, Beth Cogley, one of the owners. I guess technically you're the boss, right? In your relationship, is that the way it must?
My husband and I are.
Okay.
We try to make it 50-50.
She who must be obeyed.
Uh-huh.
So, Millstream Speedway, you starting a little later this year. You got the first race coming up in just over 2 weeks, Sunday the 14th with the Ohio Sprint Speedweek. Are you guys ready to go racing yet? You have a lot of work still to do over the next couple weeks?
Oh, there's always a lot of stuff to do, but we're getting really close to ready. And actually, the first year, Speed Week was our planned first race. Last year, we rained out until Speed Week. So we decided that must be a trend. So that's when we're going to start from now on.
That wasn't a bad. I mean, this year.
I was going to say that's a pretty common problem this year. You're not that far behind.
Yeah, exactly. I just, it's a lot for us to get it ready for a race and then have to call it off. So for now, I think we're going to maybe hope that May wets itself out and that we'll be able to get a nice start in June and run right through.
I think meteorologist Ron has a decent forecast going forward for us. So hopefully everything works out. But so you guys have done a lot to the track and the facilities or the past few years. Is there anything new from last year to this year that either racers or fans will see for the first time?
This year's for the racers, pretty much. Boy, are the pits a whole different place. Matt laid down, we put in more drainage to work on the water situation there, but then put down a huge area of stone and asphalt grindings, and it's all packed in nice and tight. Anybody who parks with their nose up against the jersey walls facing the track are going to have a great surface to work on, and that goes all the way out to the driveway that we've had in the past. So the whole center section of the pits is now essentially paved.
So the big rocks are gone?
The big rocks are gone, and it is now so smooth asphalt grindings on the top.
I don't remember there being big rocks, were there?
Oh,
well, of course,
yes.
I didn't pit over there, so, you know.
There were big rocks.
Any? Do you guys have any other major projects? I guess not necessarily for this year, but I mean, since you've taken over the track, you've what is this? The third or fourth year that you're going to be running it?
This is our third. This is our third.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any? Is there? You've done so much already. Is there any other major projects that are still on your list that you want to check off at some time?
Oh, there are lots of things. We are hoping, it's not quite ready yet, but we are planning to have a full pit concession stand as well. We'll quite make it for June 14th, so we'll have some food trucks there for them. But, that getting that opened is a big deal for us. And I think down the road, a number of years maybe, obviously flush bathrooms are always something that people would rather have than the porta potties. And so that's on our list. And I think someday we're going to expand the concession stand a little bit and bring it up to closer to modern facilities than it is now. But those are dreams of the future, I think.
I do remember when I started working there in the 90s, the mid 90s, there was running water in the bathrooms.
On the grandstand side.
On the grandstand side, yes.
On the grandstand side, yeah.
I
Unfortunately, those bathrooms were pretty well demolished by the time we got to them. So we're having to start from scratch. And as you know, the permitting process for all of that is quite an ordeal. So, especially because we're probably going to have to put in a full septic system there. So it's kind of a big deal, and it's going to take a while for us to get it quite right, but we'll figure it out.
So you mentioned the foods. Are there any new foods, new concessions this year? And if not, what is the one thing that you would recommend somebody that's new to Millstream coming out this time this year for the first time that
What's
they
the
have to try?
must-have food?
Yeah.
Well, Jenny is always up to something. She's my concessions manager, and she has all kinds of ideas. I'm not sure quite which ones are going to come to fruition because I let her brew on that one. But I will say that the shredded chicken sandwiches and the pulled pork sandwiches are to die for.
Pulled pork. Ooh. you got me on that one, Beth.
So let's talk a little bit about the schedule here. You got we mentioned the Ohio Sprint Speedweek show coming up on Sunday, June 14th, and then you have this Racers Reunion Night, June 26th. What's that all about?
We're hoping to bring back, and I've heard from some, and we're still hoping for others, to honor some of the great drivers from Millstream's history, not to race that night, but to come as guests. And some of the big names that we've had here over the years who have made the Speedway kind of what it is. So we're hoping to have some of them come as guests, and we'll do some meet and greet and maybe some autograph signing and some things like that, as well as having the USAC National Sprints and the Vintage American race cars, which, again, speaks to the history of the track as well.
Any names you can mention that have committed to that night yet?
I'm not going to name drop quite yet. I'm gonna use that in my advertising. So let's hold off on that a little bit.
Okay, all right, that's fair. I'm assuming you're still working on finalizing some things then.
Oh yeah. There, a lot of them are checking to see, that they're not looking to race somewhere else or have other places that they need to be. So yeah, we're still waiting on confirmation from a few.
What? Let me ask it this way: what decade or decades of past champions or drivers are you looking at? Are we going like way back, or are we just going like 80s, 90s, or?
I'm going as far as I can. We have a contact, and I'm not sure he's going to be able to be there, and you'll understand why I say that in a minute. But he was actually in the very first race held at Millstream Speedway in 1952, which that's the way that we know it. They actually started racing in 1952, because in 1954 is when it started getting covered in the Courier. but there were races before that. And Gentleman Jim was one of them, and we're hoping he'll be able to join us on June 26th.
That's pretty cool.
That would be one of my most exciting ones, yeah.
That is pretty cool. Maybe you can get Jeff Gordon to show up, too.
I won't say we haven't tried.
One night when I was announcing,
Actually,
Tony Stewart showed up in his late model unannounced, and so
yeah, out of the blue sometimes, yeah. Absolutely. Actually, Dave Heitmeyer, who Jeff stayed with when he came back to Findlay for that second that run, kind of in the later 80s, has stayed in contact with the family for some time, and they have recently purchased and redid the first sprint car he ever drove, and it will be in the museum in Indianapolis starting at the beginning of June. Unfortunately, it's going there. We had hoped to make the schedules work so it could maybe stop here on its way, but unfortunately, it's going to the museum a little bit before that. But that's okay. We'll try and get him on the way out, maybe.
Yeah, it's still a pretty cool deal. That's the Racers Reunion Night on June 26th. Looking a little further in the schedule there, you got the Master of Millstream 2-day weekend show running the half mile on Friday and then the 4/10 mile on Saturday for the Sunoco American Late Model Ironman Series and the Great Lakes traditional sprints. You've kind of, I want to say you've done something like that before in the past, have you not?
We have not yet.
Okay.
We've had different series try both tracks, but not back to back. And that's going to be the big thing. And you got it a little backwards. We're going to do the 4/10, the little track the first night and the big track the second night. But for those American Late Model Ironmans and the Great Lakes traditional sprints, we're going to do 2 full shows both nights. So nobody's going to get gypped out of anything, but we're also going to take a look and see who does the best on both tracks. And those gentlemen will be crowned the Master of Millstream, and they're going to have a pretty special trophy for that as well.
Well, make sure you poll the fans and see which track they like better.
Oh, trust me, I get that on social media every time.
Yeah, but it'd be better and more accurate in person.
That's
absolutely.
I mean, I prefer the smaller quarter mile, the bull ring kind of races.
Right.
A little more, there's more elbowing going on, especially more so with the late models than would be with sprint cars because you don't have the elbows in the sprint cars. Yeah, and I've seen some of that. What you speak of there on social media of kind of both sides actually. People saying, "Why don't you put it on the big track?" Or, "Man, the little track puts on a great show. What are you talking about?" So I mean, it's kind of it's a good talking point, I guess.
Absolutely. And honestly, what it is that these 2 series asked us, can we do it like back to back? And I said, we will make it happen. So, the drivers have had very positive things to say about the quarter mile. I know Millstream historically has been the big fast track, and, that's important too. But as you know, my husband, Matt, drives a lightning sprint too, races a lightning sprint. And so we wanted to have that quarter mile tracks for some of these series that can't, their motors or whatever, can't make it on the almost half mile track.
I'm not sure. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm just not sure that history puts butts in the grandstand.
There's that too. So I think they're both exciting. I really do. I think we're going to have fun this weekend.
Now, does Matt do the track prep?
Yes, he does. So you'll notice on nights that the lightning sprints are there that he usually starts at the end of the field because he doesn't go out for heat races for qualifying. So he starts at the back, but that does mean that he's won the the hard charger 2 years in a row. So maybe he's gone to something.
Well, that Master of Millstream show, so he's got 2 tracks to prepare for that weekend.
Correct. Yeah. That's, and he was ready for it. He said that, especially, we'll see what the weather does, but he'll get the quarter mile really, really ready the first night, and the outside track will be almost ready, and he'll make it happen.
Okay. So the schedule this year, I mean, you mentioned earlier the later start because of getting rained out the first however many shows it was last year. Little bit of a lighter schedule this year. Is that the only reason it's a little less in the number of events for this season?
Actually, we ended up running 6 last year. We had originally scheduled, I guess we ran 7 because we scheduled 9, we dropped 3, and then we added Outlaws at the end. So, so we ran one extra night last year, but this seems to be a comfortable number both for us and for our employees as well. We knew we were going to be a specials track for a number of years since Matt and I still have full-time jobs. And, we knew that it wasn't going to be a weekly track for a while at least.
Okay. So there is plans eventually to become a weekly track at some point in the future?
I'm not sure we'll ever go completely weekly, but there's definitely talks. We have talked a number of years about, maybe twice a month instead of every single weekend.
Gotcha. And you mentioned the World of Outlaw show last year at the end of the season, and that's coming back again this year. It's going to be on a Thursday night before my birthday, as a matter of fact.
That's awesome. But yeah, it's a Thursday night so that they can go on to Mansfield and Sharon, maybe? I'd have to look that up. I'm sorry. But they're making it a 3-night event for the Outlaws. But since we were, the first to do it last year, they decided to keep us first in the triad this year.
Cool. I'm assuming that was a well-received race then. I mean, having a top-tier series like that come in. Absolutely. And Sheldon was great with marketing and with talking to the people, and he really enjoys encouraging Ohio tracks, and so it was great to have him and his whole crew here. Yes, it was. So is there any possibility of more shows being added to the schedule this year, or is it pretty much concrete as the way it is?
I think we're probably pretty much concrete. Never say never, but I've got my brain in these guys at least. It's going to have to be, I want to make sure that we make it every night an event and not just let's see who's going to show up kind of thing. I really want to make whether it's a single night or a 2-night event so that the fans get even a little more than just a ticket to racing. The one we haven't mentioned is our family night at the end of August 29th. And that one's going to have lower price tickets. We've got a few extra, we're running 5 classes that night, but they're all across the board. So people are going to get to see lots of different kinds of racing. And, it's really hard. As racers, we see that there aren't that many really, really young people coming up. And so we're hoping to really interest the kids on August 29th and bring them out for family night. And hopefully we get a few more interested in racing.
Okay. Now, speaking of social media, there was some other comments I've noticed when the schedule does come out from area drivers as far as missing any UMP modified or area street stocks, super stocks, kind of, more of support classes like that. Has there been any thought into adding any of those classes in any races?
We are always open to doing that. If you really look at what we've done, we've been bringing in series. That's the main thing because, especially these first 2 years, Matt and we're racers, but we haven't run a racetrack before. And so we really wanted to have groups that came in that could run themselves to some extent. And the ones you mentioned, the mods, the street stocks, they don't have quite the same kind of sanctioning body that some of these others do. But again, as we progress as owners and as our team gets more and more solidified, I guarantee we'll be adding some more of those in the future.
Awesome. I know that'll make a lot of people happy. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. Let me ask you this. Now that you have a few years under your belt running Millstream Speedway, what has been in your opinion, maybe some of the most unexpected challenges that you've run into running a racetrack?
That there aren't three of me. I just want to be everywhere at once and seeing people and talking to people and also putting out, fires and things like that. And I know Matt feels the same with the track prep and wanting to be out in the pits and talking to the drivers and maybe doing some racing himself. I mean, I think, as I said, we really need a good, solid crew that we are in the process of developing, but we're not quite there yet, I don't think. But I think that's the most important thing is being able to delegate a bit, and so that I can enjoy meeting people, meeting our fans, meeting the drivers as well.
Yeah,
I would think that dealing with social media would be right up there on top of the list.
Absolutely.
Pain in the butt?
Well, except we knew going in that we weren't ever going to make everybody happy. And I think Matt and I had a thicker skin maybe than we even expected to. Because, I know people want a certain thing and it's not always feasible. It's not always, going to work out that way, partly because they don't know the real backstage things. How many nights
Sure.
Matt spends out there putting water on the track and things like that. But every time somebody says something like that, it's a learning experience. It's knowing that that's something we need to at least think about for the future. It's as I said, I think I ended up with a thicker skin than I expected to. And I've learned a lot from social media, as well as, we've always had amazing support. For every negative comment, we probably have 10 positives. And that's what's been really great about getting Millstream back open, is just seeing how many people love it and how many people are so glad it's back.
I think thick skin is like the number one prerequisite of a promoter of a racetrack, just from all the different tracks I've worked with, just because there's so much that goes on in the background that people don't see, and there's so much of a financial risk that you have. Weather plays a huge factor in everything, and you got so much pressure, and then you get all the people on the internet. They're like, I just want to go to the races.
Why didn't you?
Why are my cars here?
Yeah. But I am seeing a trend this year, especially with the rain. Whenever a track calls it, it's never an easy decision to make between the track and the series. But I've seen many posters be much more supportive of, thank you for making the decision, thank you for letting us know, thank you even for making it far enough ahead that we can make other plans.
Yeah.
So, I'm starting to see that as a trend as well, and that's very positive.
Yeah, one thing I have noticed is communication. Fans and racers definitely appreciate that coming from the tracks. So.
Yep.
Civility on the internet. What a concept.
Well, I think people kind of are understanding too that it's the weather apps that are kind of determining whether or not people are going to race, because people see, well, it's going to 90% chance of rain at 7:00 tonight. Well, I'm not going to the racetrack. Right. So I mean,
exactly.
The weather apps are making the decision for the fans, and then so the promoters kind of have to take that into account. And that makes the decision for
the promoters.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
So let's blame all the weather forecasters on that.
Absolutely. But I can't think whether it was a series or a track who said no one is happier to be sitting at a track at 7:00 in the rain than someone who called the race 4 hours ago.
What was it that we were talking to Flory from Wayne County? He had mentioned something that that before the internet and all this, when people would call the track and it would be raining there, and it was, oh no, sun's shining here, come on out.
Yeah, that's happened.
Yeah.
So what? I mean, you got some pretty cool events coming up this year. You got some sprint cars, you got some late models. What is there one event that you're most looking forward to? It's
got to be the Master of Millstream, because I want to see how these guys do on both tracks. especially, as I said, because they asked to. But every night's special for us. Every night I get to go out there and I get to see the kids' faces lit up and people cheering and saying, "Hey, thanks for opening her back up," and just seeing families enjoying time together. So just being there on race nights is its reward.
So speaking of that show, that Friday and Saturday, August 14th and 15th for the Master of Millstream, is there going to be camping then Friday night?
There will be between the two nights, and then we'll have camping for the Outlaws as well.
Okay.
People can still come with campers and RVs, even on the other nights, but we don't necessarily do a full formal campground for some of those events.
Do you charge for the camping?
We do a little bit. We try to do $20 per space, but the spaces are pretty good size, and occasionally have a camper and a tent or something like that in it. But it is all just primitive. There's no water or electric hookups for us yet. But again, possibly something for the future.
Now, with all the different shows that you have, I'm assuming there's no regular admission or pit pass prices. It's probably going to vary for each one, right?
Well, our general is $25 for adults, $20 for seniors and military, $15 for ages 10 and up, and then kids under 10 are always free. But we will have, our family night will have a lower price, and you're right, World of Outlaws, of course, will have a higher price, but we're going to try and keep it as steady as we can.
And it looks like you can buy tickets to all of the events except for the World of Outlaw ones right through My Race Pass online.
Absolutely, and you can buy the ones for World of Outlaws on their website. So if you go to World of Outlaws and just search for the October 8th date, then they can buy tickets there.
What about gate times, race times? Are those going to vary too based on the different nights?
We're going to do the best we can to get pits open at 2 and the main gates open at 4, and try to put cars on the track by 6 most nights.
Okay. Even the Thursday night World of Outlaw show?
That one, we're going to be dealing with them a little bit more and having some more discussions with them. They really do kind of come in and take over. So they get to set their times, even though we're going to have the AFCS sprint cars there that night, the 305s there that night too. But Outlaws really kind of get to set the program for that night.
Very cool. Well, another good-looking season getting ready to start at Millstream Speedway. Any sponsors you need to give a shout out to that helps you put on these races and gets things going at Millstream?
Well, we have lots of sponsors and we always have room for more, but we do have our premier partner this year with Ohio Logistics, who really stepped up and done a lot. They're also going to be the race sponsor of the Master of Millstream both nights, as well as our track premier partner. But of course, Hancock Wood Electric, Garner Trucking, they're always here and helping and doing a little bit more every year. I always love to see the Garner people come out when they do some tailgating, and we get to use one of their semi trucks as our pace vehicle or for our American flag vehicle, one or the other. So it's fun.
Other than the World of Outlaw show, what is the highest paying race of the season?
I think it's USAC.
Okay.
Is another, of course, it's another big national series. And so to have both of those national series here is very important to us. We're very pleased that both of them enjoyed their time enough last year that they want to come back. And then, as I said, we're going to do some fun stuff with the Master of Millstream too, and help those guys out a bit as well.
Very cool. Best way for people to keep up to date on everything going on for Millstream Speedway: Facebook, social media, website.
Follow us on Facebook, and the website is millstreamspeedway.net. And those are probably the easiest. I do a lot of advertising in and around Hancock County and the surrounding areas, but the quickest way to get something is millstreamspeedway.net or our Facebook page.
All right, Beth. We appreciate the time tonight. Sorry, got to you a little bit late here this evening, but hopefully everything, the weather holds off for all your races this year. Hopefully, Mother Nature's got all the rain out of her system already this spring, so we're good.
Well, we can't do without the rain, but maybe midweek.
Midweek, okay.
Yeah.
A little bit midweek.
Yeah. If it could be, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'd be okay with that. It's hard when it's sunny during the week and then it rains Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's just Mother Nature must not like racing very much.
Yeah.
But let's see if we can get her turned around.
She's definitely been off her meds this year.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think she's hibernating now. So cool. We'll see you then June 14th for the Ohio Sprint Speedweek show there that Sunday. And check out the rest of the schedule, millstreamspeedway.net, I do believe. Yeah, that's the website. So, Beth, always a pleasure.
Good to talk to you.
Yep.
Have a great season.
Thank you so much.
All right. We'll see you.
Mm-hmm. Bye-bye.
Bye. Beth Cogley of Millstream Speedway there, getting ready for the 2026. See, I almost said 2027. I'm a year ahead of myself. Let's give away some stuff here momentarily. Should we do that? First, I got to mention Speedy Graphics, your one-stop shop for race car graphics, wraps, vinyl banners, decals, lettering, and more. Whether you need a fresh look for your race car, sponsor decals, or banners for your business or event, Speedy Graphics delivers professional designs, high-quality materials, and unbeatable prices. From dirt tracks to drag strips, they help racers and businesses stand out. No, I did not read this ahead of time. Get your next project started today at speedygraphicsusa.com. That's speedygraphicsusa.com. Or you can call 419-407-6713. Speedy Graphics, make it fast, make it loud, make it stand out. And they are the ones that provide us with our Hammer Down Racing Report window stickers, which you can register to win one of these bad boys. Just type in #Speedy in the comments of our Facebook Live or the YouTube Live, just like this, and you could get one of these guys. So there you go. And we'll do that drawing here momentarily. But first,
breaking news: Wayne County Speedway had a new track record.
Nick Hoffman,
16.012.
So that means they're still qualifying?
Almost into the 15s.
That's pretty good.
Yes, it is.
Speaking of that, we'll be talking about that momentarily. We do have a Hammer Down hotline. That's right. A text to get to here real quick. If you want to call or text anytime, day or night. Under the Speedy is a 419-318-3081. That is the Hammer Down hotline number. We got a text this week, and here's what it is. How slow is too slow to be out on the track? Last time Oakshade raced, there was a compact that was so slow the car was lapped under caution. At what point did the officials say park it and come out and run practice laps to get up to speed? And I do know what this particular person is referring to. There was a brand new racer out there going pretty slow. I can't really give an answer to that because that's kind of up to the track.
Would you rather have a brand new racer driving over his head?
Here's my opinion on it. On the compacts, it's kind of an entry level division,
right?
So I'm thinking they're going to get a little more leeway as far as slow cars being out there. I think if the car holds its line, stays out of the way, and I've seen this many times over the years where you get some brand new compact drivers, and as long as they stay down, don't go all over the track, and it's a learning thing.
Stay down, stay up, doesn't matter, but just keep running the same line.
Exactly. When it becomes a danger is when you're going into the corner low, come up high, and you got these other leaders going twice as fast as you coming up on you. Then that's definitely a safety problem. That is something that I can say it is watched. It is watched. What that line is as to what is too slow, I don't know. I think that's more of a judgment call.
27, stay low on the track, whatever. Yeah.
But at the same time, if it's a late model that's going half as slow as everybody else, they're going to and they have done this. Let's say 27, pull off to the infield if you can't get up to speed or something like that. So it varies by division.
You're in a position to hear those things.
I have heard those things. So, I mean, again, I don't know what the exact answer is, and I don't know that the people that make the call knows what the exact answer is. It's kind of a judgment call. So, and again, that was that person's first night out in a race car, I do believe. So
Ever.
I believe so, yes.
That can be intimidating, Scott.
It can be. But, yeah, and I don't know. Maybe the car wouldn't go any faster. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. But thank you for the question, and hopefully we've satisfied you with as much of an answer as we can provide for that. Speaking of which, the 2026 race season is underway at Oakshade Raceway. This weekend features a full show of dirt car, UMP late models, UMP sportsmen, along with super stocks and compacts. That's this Saturday, May 30th. Other 2026 highlights include the Barney Oldfield race featuring the American Late Model Ironman Series coming up on June 20th, along with the 10,000 to win birthday race, the penultimate event in the Summer National Series. That's coming up July 11th. And you can check out the full schedule, stay up to date on race dates, news, and announcements by visiting oakshaderaceway.com and following Oakshade Raceway on social media. Oakshade Raceway, we're the fastest beat to race. Now, let's give away some stuff.
How many?
So last week we had the question, how many sportsman mods, because it was going to be the first sportsman mod show because it got rained out opening night. We're going to be at Oakshade on Saturday. And it got rained out again.
And the answer
was zero.
Zero, yeah.
So we had quite a few guess zero. So
as we thought.
Yeah. Well, apparently I thought better because I said 27 after you picked 28 because I had to go one under you.
Yeah.
Just because of that.
So you were closer to zero than me.
Yeah. So.
But we both kind of knew what was going on.
Well, you could have picked zero, so I'm just saying.
No, I wasn't going to go there.
All right, so we got this is the first time for the corner slice pizza wheel.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's the corner slice pizza wheel right now, so we're going to have to spin. We had quite a few. Pick zero. I'm not going to go through all the names because there's quite a few of them, but the winner here will get a large 2-topping pizza from Corner Slice Pizza, formerly known as Big D's, right there at 808 North Main Street in Clyde. You can call them at 419-547-1444. And you're also going to get a Speedy Sponsor sticker as well. Almost forgot about that. One of these bad boys that you can slap on whatever you want. Slap it on your kid for all we care. Whatever. So here we go. We're going to spin the wheel, pizza and sticker. Going to one individual. You have 30 days to claim your pizza and 30 days to pick up your sticker from Ron Miller Race Cars. So congratulations, Don Henry. Don Henry is our winner on the 28th. You got a Speedy Sponsor sticker, and you got the pizza out there.
Got 30 days to claim it.
There you go. So congratulations. I think our facilitator of the pizza giveaways knows who Don is. Pretty sure, since they have the same mom, at least. We're going with that. So congratulations, Don. Now, your chance to win pizza for next week. Next week's how many, or this week's how many for next week is, so we have a big late model shows coming. Actually, there's some big shows coming up in our area this weekend. You got High Limit of Butler. You got the World of Outlaws at Mansfield, Wayne County tonight, but a couple nights at Mansfield. So the how many is, with that in consideration, big late model show, there's other tracks running late model, such as Attica and Oakshade. Attica on Friday, Oakshade on Saturday. How many late models will be at Attica, plus how many late models will be at Oakshade? So if there's 20 Friday at Attica and 20 on Saturday at Oakshade, your guess should be 40. Make sense?
Yeah, and you
I get
were
to
the big
first.
winner.
Yeah. So there you go. Put your guess in the comments of the Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or Spotify if you're listening to us on the podcast, as long as it's before 5 o'clock on Friday. 5 o'clock Friday, 5 o'clock Eastern on Friday, because Attica is when the gates open at 5.
Okay.
So we'll go with that. Man, I don't know. Because there could be some people looking for other places to race because they'll think that they don't have a chance against the World of Outlaws, but I don't know. It's hard to say, really. I'm going to go with 38.
Ooh,
I'm seeing 38.
you stinker. That was my number.
And nobody's guessed yet on there, so I totally came up with that on my own. I just want to point that out.
You read my mind.
Don says 43.
I'm going to be optimistic and one up you, Scott.
Are you? 39?
Yeah.
39 for Ron.
But 38 was my number.
Okay.
So
I could be way off. I mean, apparently, everybody else is guessing way higher than both of us. So, yeah. So there you go. Number of late models at Attica on Friday, plus the number of late models at Oakshade on Saturday. That total number is your guess. Put it in the comments of the Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or Spotify comments again before 5 o'clock, and you'll be entered to win that 2-topping large pizza from Corner Slice Pizza in Clyde. Oh, Brian, at least he's down with your race car number there.
yeah,
35.
good number, Brian.
And another 38.
Kyle agrees
John's
with
going
you.
with 41. Ooh. So I think we're in the ballpark.
Yeah.
We're at least in the ballpark there. Now I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. We'll determine the winner next week. Whoever's closest will win that pizza and sticker from Speedy Sponsors. And if we have a tie, we'll spin the wheel once again. And I'll have to type in all of those names once again. So let's hope we don't have a tie. Let's talk about some racing coming up this weekend, shall we?
Sure.
I think the menu is, we got a pretty good menu for this weekend.
This weekend's racing menu.
So it sounds like things just getting started at Wayne County Speedway tonight. The Lone Wolf 40 for the World of Outlaw late models. UMP Modified's also in action at Wayne County tonight. So we'll get out of here and check that out. Unless you're at the track, then cool. Friday night, Mansfield Speedway, the 57 Special featuring I believe Matt Tift is going to be racing in that too. Ooh. I saw something that the 57 late model was going to be running. Gates open at 5 at Mansfield on Friday, racing at 7. General admission is $40 for that World of Outlaw late model show. Limaland also in action Friday night with the Keyser Memorial featuring the Great Lakes Traditional Sprints, UMP Modifieds, and Thunder Stocks. Gates open at 5, racing at 7:30. General admission $15 there. And then also Friday night, Attica Raceway Park. It's the Krogan, Colonial Bank, Ferguson Waterworks, Morgan Stanley, Heightstone Quarry, Eric Phillips 30th anniversary night. It keeps getting longer every week.
They added a class for that. So
featuring the AFCS 410 Sprints, the UMP late models, they added that. Right. Originally, the late models weren't scheduled for Friday night at Attica, but they added that because they've only had one points race so far this year for the late models. AFCS 305 Sprints also in action, and the dirt truck. So 4 classes running Friday night at Attica. Gates open at 5, racing at 7:45. General admission $22. Saturday, got a few choices here. Flat Rock Speedway, it's the Envirometals Street Stock Double Dash plus Detroit Sports Night. It features twin 50-lap street stock features, factory stocks, and figure 8s. Gates open at 5, racing at 7. General admission $16 at Flat Rock Speedway. Fremont Speedway, it's the Otto Kinton Remembering the 80s Turf Wars Fremont versus Wayne County night.
That's a mouthful.
Not quite as much as Attica's, but it is a little bit, yeah. At AFCS 410 Sprints, AFCS 305 Sprints, and the dirt trucks in action there at Fremont. Gates open at 4, racing at 7. General admission $20. 35 dirt truck going to be there?
Planning on it.
Different pilot?
Different
than
pilot.
You? Okay. Mansfield Speedway, night number 2 of the 57 Special with the World of Outlaws again. Gates open at 3, racing at 7. General admission $45 on Saturday at Mansfield. Montpelier Speedway back in action with the Jake and Jensen Memorial. Boss Sprint Cars, UMP Modified Street Stocks, and Hornets in action. I also saw, I think they're having a huge fireworks display there too. Racing at 7, gates open at 4, then racing at 7, general admission $18 there at Montpelier. Oakshade Raceway, full show of dirt car, UMP late models, UMP Sportsman, Dominator, Super Stocks, and Compacts. Gates open at 4, racing at 7:15, general admission $15. And then another huge show, Butler Speedway. They have the 20,000 to win flow racing. Wait, no, I just jumped ahead. They have the Interstate Batteries High Limit Mace Thomas Classic with the Interstate Batteries High Limit 410 Sprint Cars. Gates open at 4 at Butler, racing at 7:30. General admission $42 there Saturday night. And then I jumped ahead to Wednesday at Eldora Speedway's the 20,000 to win flow racing night in America dirt late model show leading up to the Dream weekend. Gates open at 2, racing at 7:30 Wednesday night at Eldora. General admission's $30. And then Thursday, first night of the 32nd Dirt Late Model Dream. It's night number 1. I believe Friday is going to be night number 2. They split the field. Half the guys race Thursday, the other half on Friday, and then Saturday is the main event there. But Thursday night's 30,000 to win. Gates open at 2, racing at 8 p.m. General admission $35 at Eldora Speedway. How's the weather looking, Mr. Weekend Weather Pit Stop Man?
Scott, this weekend is going to be what we've been waiting for all season. It's going to be spectacular. Temperatures are going to be comfortable, not outrageously hot. There's like a 0% chance of rain through the weekend. The first rain I'm seeing could be a few sprinkles for Eldora next a week from now.
Wednesday night, though, they looking all right for the flow racing? Okay.
Yes. Yep.
You're talking more later in the weekend.
Friday, Saturday. But that's
far out.
That's
that can
10
change.
days out. So,
but this weekend, no problem.
Not a bit.
No problem at all. Don Henry says in June when we have the live broadcast at Fremont Speedway Hall of Fame, he's going to bring us a jumbo pizza out.
Ooh.
I'm guessing from Corner Slice Pizza there. And Kyle Carson says the late model race is not points, I believe. I believe that's Attica on Friday night.
Okay,
I
yes.
do believe I saw it was
they
a
announced
non-points
that.
race.
Yep.
So, yeah. Thank you, Kyle, for that, pointing that out. Other action this weekend, the Napa Auto Parts All-Star Circuit of Champions / Interstate Batteries High Limit Racing at Lawrenceburg Speedway in Lawrenceburg, Indiana. That is tomorrow night, May 29th, so a co-sanctioned event there between the All-Stars and the High Limit Series. Great Lakes Super Sprints will be at I-96 Speedway Friday night. The Interstate Battery High Limit Series will be in Iowa, looks like next week. The Iowa Lottery Duels at Davenport Speedway. That's going to be Monday, June 1st. Wow, that's June already, isn't it?
It is.
Monday, June 1st. Then they're going to Red Cedar Speedway in Wisconsin on Wednesday, June 3rd. And another Roto-Rooter midweek series event at Gondik Law Speedway in Superior, Wisconsin next Thursday, June 4th. So a busy week for the Interstate Battery High Limit Series. The World of Outlaw NASA Energy Drink Sprint Car Series will be running the Don Mack Classic at River City Speedway in North Dakota tomorrow night. Then it's the Magic City Showdown at Nodak Speedway, also in North Dakota, on Sunday. NASCAR action, the Craftsman Truck Series at Legion's 200 in Nashville Super Speedway on Friday, May 29th at 8 p.m. on FS1. Had an unconfirmed report that I'm not sure if it was a fake news thing, so I'm not even going to mention it because I could not confirm it, and I don't want to start anything, so we're just going to, never mind. Just about a certain driver that said that she wasn't going to race in that series again, may be racing this weekend.
Whatever. Forever isn't as long as it
but
used to be, Scott.
But I couldn't find anything that actually confirmed that person was racing this weekend. So,
or not.
It wasn't in the entry list. But anyway, so you can find out tomorrow at 8 p.m. on FS1 for the truck series at Nashville Super Speedway. O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, the Sports Illustrated Resorts 250. Since when does Sports Illustrated have resorts?
I don't know.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Wonder if they had the...
That's probably why they're sponsoring a race, so we know about it, right?
Yeah.
Sports Illustrated Resorts 250 at Nashville Super Speedway. That's going to be Saturday at 7:30 on the CW. Firestone Indy Next Series, IndyCar up in Detroit this weekend. The Detroit Grand Prix for the Indy Next Series Sunday at 10:30 a.m. on FS1. Then the NTT IndyCar Proper Series, the Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix. That'll be later on Sunday at 12:30 on Fox. And then the Cracker Barrel 400 will cap off the weekend at Nashville Super Speedway Sunday night, 7 p.m. on Prime.
Scott, I'm not sure that the Detroit Grand Prix has anything on I-75 during rush hour. They're both equally exciting.
Are you knocking on the Detroit Grand Prix?
No, I'm just telling you that I-75 in Detroit on rush hour is pretty freaking crazy.
I grew up. That's where I grew up. Learned how to driving the streets of the highways around Detroit.
No wonder you're a good racer.
They primed me when I was young, apparently. So that's what we got going on this weekend. How about we do our drawing here for our sticker for the Hammer Down Racing Report sticker, courtesy of Speedy Graphics. Again, hashtag Speedy if you haven't done that. Put that in the comments of our Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or Twitch. While I read this one last comment from Don here, maybe they'll have the swimsuit edition models at the resort.
There we go.
That's all I think of anymore whenever I hear Sports Illustrated, the swimsuit edition. I mean,
Yeah.
is it a magazine anymore?
Didn't even know that it was a thing anymore.
Are magazines still around?
I know that Speedway Illustrated is.
Okay. I mean, most things have migrated to online.
Yeah.
Maybe Sports Illustrated online. So let's do our giveaway here for, well, you know what? Some idiot forgot to start the giveaway, so that could be a problem. Let's see if anything comes up since, okay, good. It was retroactive. It did pick up a few of the entries already there. So here we go. Let's do our giveaway for this week's Hammer Down Racing Report sticker, courtesy of Speedy Graphics. Let's bring this in here. And here we go. You have a 1 in 8 chance of winning. Again, thanks to our new graphics partner, Speedy Graphics. It's been keeping me busy. Why does it keep bouncing back? It was bouncing back between two names, but Ohio Sports Blitz wins it. Should I put Ron Burt there? Or should I just put Sports Blitz? He's got to provide proof of ID that says Ohio Sports Blitz.
Yeah, okay.
I can't even say that. Ron Burt, congratulations. You got yourself a Hammer Down Racing Report window sticker, courtesy of Speedy Graphics. You have 30 days to claim that sticker. Pick it up from Ron Miller Race Cars or make arrangements to meet me out at Oakshade or something.
I was going to say, maybe that would be a little more convenient for him.
Well, I'll send that one with you, and I'll bring some with me. So
okay.
Either way, we'll be covered. So there you go. Congratulations once again. And that's, I think, going to do it for this edition of the Hammer Down Racing. We're a little discombobulated there.
Oh, it was
a little out of order, but, you know, what did Jerry used to say? It's organic.
That's it.
It's organic. Thanks to producer Dave Kemmer, contributors John Young, Matt Swanner, Dean Henry, Bob Stazag. Make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on X at Hammer Report, follow us on YouTube. Listen to us on your favorite podcasting platform, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Check us out at hammerdownracingreport.com. You can get official merch, Hammer Down Racing Report t-shirts, hoodies available there. Also information, you can listen to the show there. There's all kinds of things. Just go to hammerdownracingreport.com. Make sure to rate and review us. Share us with your friends. Thanks to our sponsors, Oakshade Raceway, Ron Miller Race Cars, Magic Moment Entertainment, Dipman Motorsports, Dominator Race Products, Speedy Graphics. And thanks to this week's guest, Beth Cogley there from Millstream Speedway. Again, their opening night coming up on June 14th, Sunday, for the
Millstream Speedway was my very first dirt race, Scott.
It was my very first announcing gig.
Ooh.
That was way... If it wasn't for my working at Millstream, I wouldn't have gotten into racing, really. I mean, I was a fan. I just like to go to races and watch and whatever, but then...
They said, hey, we need an announcer to
announce it. There was that whole story where Paxton came and met with one of our sales guys at the radio station, and I jokingly said, hey, see if ask him if he needs an announcer. And he came in and talked to me, and he came down and started announcing down there. I had no idea what I was doing. I still have no idea what I'm doing 30 years later.
But it's a good time.
I've been doing this for 30 freaking years. 30 years later, I have no idea what I'm doing. And then getting a race car eventually, doing that, and then actually racing at Millstream few times actually now, back when the Hammers ran it, and then the Showdown a few years ago.
How about 62 years in racing, Scott? Come on now.
That's you got me beat there.
There's a challenge.
Just by a few. I think you might have started a little earlier than me, though.
Yeah, maybe.
So anyway, I forgot. Oh, wait, we were getting done here. Thanks to Beth Cogley for joining us here tonight. Next week, Caden Black, who was supposed to be our guest this week, who is racing right now tonight at Wayne County. That's why he could not join us this week. Should be with us next week on the show. I confirmed that with him earlier in the week, so we'll be speaking to that young late model racer once again. Hopefully he does well this weekend with the World of Outlaws. So there you go. Again, the Hammer Down Showdown coming up on September 26th If you're interested in becoming a sponsor for that, we ask for a minimum sponsorship of $50. All that money, anything you put in, goes right into the purse for that race, September 26th at Oakshade Raceway with the Fremont Dirt Trucks, Oakshade Super Stocks. Call the Hammer Down hotline. Send us a message. Hammer Down hotline is 419-318-3081. Messages on Facebook, whatever. Get a hold of us and get you part of that show. So, that's it for this week. We'll see you next Thursday at 7 o'clock. That's a wrap on... I didn't update my show number. I almost said the wrong number. That's a wrap on show number 429 of the Hammer Down Racing Report.
You have been listening to the Hammer Down Racing Report, available on demand on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting platform.